Hey there. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Rob's Feed today. This is episode number 48. And me, well, I'm Rob Schendel. First off, if you haven't seen Rob's Feed today before, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Please take a moment, subscribe, rate, comment the video podcast. And second, new look. Entirely new look. I like it a lot. I hope you do too. I think I'm going to keep it. Not bad at all. Well, I turned out to be liar, pants on fire. I told you last week. I haven't talked to you for a whole week now. And I said that I would be back because I had stuff I wanted to say. And lo and behold, though, I was not back until now. I hope you forgive me, but it was just incredibly busy weekend in Chicago. International Mr. Leather, Bear Pride, the Grabby Awards, everything under the sun, all in one weekend. For if you're a gay person, Chicago is the place to be on Memorial Day weekend. And I'm just overwhelmed. I'm so tired right now, but what an incredible weekend. I met some of the greatest people, and had some really nice fun chats. And thank you all who came from wherever you came from. This man sure enjoyed seeing you, and thank you. So just to tie up a loose end or two from the last podcast, I was talking about my wireless connectivity, and I bought this wonderful router, and it seemed to give a full strength signal. But the problem I was having at the time was that I'd click on the browser and the page wouldn't load. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I corrected that, but the next day I tried to try it again, and bingo, it worked. However, my download speeds suffered greatly. I'm accustomed to, well, my plan says that I have a 6.600 megabytes per second download speed, which of course varies all the time, but I was getting like 1.5. Well, after a day or two, it's like the router and the modem have to get to know each other and become friends a little bit, because zoom, I've actually got bursts of 9-something download speed, so I'm quite pleased with that. And if today wasn't Memorial Day, I would be using my new Magic Mouse now. But of course there was no deliveries today, but the tracking number says I will have it tomorrow. The printer is another story. How often does this ever happen? Because I don't know if it's ever really happened, but when something isn't in the package like it's supposed to be. Now, mind you, I know I only paid $32, and I bought it on eBay, and it is brand new, but the ad did say that there would be a power cord in the package. Includes power cord, but it didn't include ink. That was the deal. Well, there was no power cord. So I can't connect the printer until the power cord arrives, and they're aware of it and said they'd send it out today, whatever that was, last Wednesday, Thursday or something. So I have to wait for that. But then I don't use a printer very often anyway, so what the fuck? Okay, now what I want to talk about today is that a couple of years ago, my straight married brother was talking to me about the proposal for gay marriage to become legal. And he's never afraid to be the contrarian, but on this issue, he really wasn't. What he said was, I don't understand. If the people down the block who live together and love each other are allowed to get married, even though they happen to be the same sex, how does that threaten my marriage? I wasn't going to argue with that. But that's what the right wing constantly says. It's a threat to traditional marriage. Well, is it? Facts are coming out now, statistics. I'm looking at one right now. It says that states which had passed a same-sex marriage ban In other words, a constitutional ban against same-sex marriage, as of January 1st, 2008, saw their divorce rates rise about 1% over a period of time, since 2003, I think it was. Further goes on to say that as it's somehow visually apparent, those states which have tended to take more liberal policies towards gay marriage have tended also to have a larger decline in their divorce rates. For example, in Massachusetts, they legalized gay marriage in 2004. The divorce rate has declined by 21% and is the lowest in the country by some margin. Also at the top of the list is Rhode Island and New Mexico, which do not perform same-sex marriages, but have no statute or constitutional provision expressly forbidding them. There you go, right wing. If I can marry my boyfriend, please, I need a boyfriend. But if I were to marry my boyfriend, I'm not threatening traditional marriage. The best situation. Something to think about. And now on the other side of the equation, the 7 states at the bottom of the chart that had constitutional prohibitions on same-sex marriage in place throughout 2008, the state which experienced the highest increase in divorce, Alaska, 17.2%. It also is the first state to enact a prohibition against same-sex marriage back in 1998. Overall, the states which had enacted a constitutional ban on same-sex marriage as of January 1st, 2008, saw their divorce rates rise by 0.9% over a 5-year period. Now, states which did not adopt a constitutional ban experienced an 8.0% decline on average in their divorce rates. I rest my case. But I have to admit, it's only been the last couple of years that I ever dreamed that I would see gay marriage in my lifetime and could perhaps participate in one. So if you happen to live in a state that, like I do, where gay marriage isn't allowed, same-sex marriage is not allowed, let's do something about that. Let's at least start writing some letters. So, unless our planet's ecosystem happens to be destroyed by a spill in the Gulf or something, I'd say that the future looks quite encouraging, quite bright. Mine personally, well, one of these lottery tickets has to pay off. Probably not, but I'm looking forward to the future. And I'd like to, again, ask you to please support this podcast, and a couple ways you can do that. One, go into iTunes, subscribe, rate, comment. You can also do that on other pages where you find this as well. Financially, if you can make a contribution, I certainly would appreciate it. I need it. Go to robsfeed.com. You'll notice on the right, a little about halfway down the page, there's a PayPal button. Thank you very much if you would. And now, having said that, well, I guess that's all I'm going to say.